Hello, welcome back to Donna and Dreams. It is your lady, Miss Z. Thank you so much for tuning into another video. If you would like to book a reading, go to donnaandreams.com. The link will always be in the description box. Make sure that you like and subscribe if this video resonates with you. So this video is going to be about being accepted spiritually. That's always the hardest thing, especially when you become spiritual and you have a non-spiritual background. Well, it's not necessarily non-spiritual. You may come from a Christian background or just other beliefs in general, and your family kind of follows that or has followed that since you've grown up. So it's kind of hard to say that I'm going to be something totally different and it's not, you know, culturally really accepted. Okay, so we're going to see I guess you can apply this to your family, your friends, whoever you want to apply this to. Basically, will they accept you spiritually? Are you accepted spiritually? What are their thoughts of you being spiritual? And this is not to put you down or anything. This is just to get you some clarity if you feel like you're going to tell them, or if they know and you want to see how they truly feel about it. And it doesn't really matter because I'm going to love my family regardless of what they think. But, you know, you can use this as a little insight for you. All right. So you're going to choose stone 1, the ring, stone 2, or stone 3. All right. Choose the one that resonates with you the most. And I may switch decks within the reading. Okay. I just picked this one up. If you need more time, please pause the video, but we're going to get right on into it. All right. So what do they think of you spiritually and your spiritual practices? It's definitely something new for them. I'm seeing some engagement of some sort. I don't know if this means that they want you to get their permission. I don't know what it is. There also may be some snakes in the grass with this one. Maybe some snakes in the grass. Like some people who pretend to understand but don't really understand. Yeah. There's also some frustration on your part. It's like you're having to make a choice. I feel like, you know, a lot of your life you may have been trying to fit in. The main thing for you is to continue to focus on your studies and continuing to build your foundation. Okay, there's always hope for the future as far as someone understanding you. It doesn't have to be necessarily everybody that you're around. It doesn't mean that everybody that you're around now may be susceptible to what you're talking about, but it doesn't mean that you're necessarily wrong either. I see that eventually you're going to guide more than just your family, your friends, or even your lover. You're going to guide more than that. You're going to guide a foundation of people who are going to look up to you. So though you may lose hope in a situation, hope will be regained once you realize how important and impactful your energy is to the society. All right. So there's something bigger than you out there. And right now you may not be able to see that. You may feel like all your efforts to be different, to be culturally corrected, to get more knowledge may all be in vain, which is not. All right. So right now you may not have clarity, but this is something that you have to be patient on, especially with your family, you know, because I know that's something that you really can't help. But as far as acceptance, I feel like you more so maybe called out for it, or you more so just like in the darkness, people may be thinking certain things that, oh, what is she doing, or what is he doing? And it's not really that important. I feel like hope is going to come, justice is going to come into your favor in the future. All right, maybe not now to where they understand it, maybe where they're pointing a finger at you like, oh, what are you doing? You know, you're doing something totally just disrespectful, whatever. You know, people say anything. But I don't think that this is going to happen forever. I don't think all, you know, the knives are going to be pointing at you forever. You're going to realize your place in this spirituality, and you're also going to realize you affect more than one person. And I feel like as soon as that happens, that's when everybody's going to pretend to be your friend or pretend to understand what you're doing or who you are, you know. But right now, it's not for you to focus on that. And Spirit does not want you to get distracted on who accepts you and who doesn't. You know, you have a place and a mission. I feel like you may be debating on two ways to be. Should I pretend to be this way? Should I pretend to be that way? Just be yourself. Whatever feels comfortable to you is okay. And you're also going to have some people who drop off. They don't understand your spirituality. Oh, well. All right. Because eventually you're going to be teaching them something. Before it's too late, you're going to be teaching them something. Okay. So that's how I feel about the first one. Okay, so now to the next one. Are you spiritually accepted? I'm hearing a strong yes. Honestly, people may ask you for your knowledge, look to you for knowledge. Just a lot of things. There may be some confusion, some in the grass. Like, I want to say that there may be some people that always try to knock you off your path or knock you from what you're doing. But I just feel like it's because they don't understand fully what it is, but they're more so drawn to your energy. I think it's because you have a cool vibe, or you do it effortlessly. But you do it in a way that it makes sense, or that you are calm enough to explain to people something. People are more so willing to listen to you than to be against you. Okay, and use that to your advantage when going fully out, because I feel like there may be a fear of getting to your elders or getting to explain to them. But I honestly don't think you would have that much of an issue, just because you do have that background. Okay, this one's a little funny. I feel like, you know, and this may be a past energy, but feeling like you're stabbed in the back, or feeling like you don't belong, or feeling like this is too much of a weight to be different. And I feel like it's because of, for example, getting into an indigenous practice instead of the typical, you know, or doing things that more so resonate with your energy. It may feel like a heavy weight, but eventually you'll be able to fly lightly. Okay, eventually you'll be able to expand lightly. I feel like the old part of you is probably kind of hard to die off, meaning there may be certain things that you still want to go back to. There may be principles that you still want to visit just because it's comfortable for you. But at the end of the day, you're gaining your freedom. Though it may feel painful now, you're actually gaining your spiritual freedom. Okay, and the sun is coming up. You are the sun. You are spreading the light. And I feel like you can spread that to everyone else around you, helping them in their beliefs. You don't always have to change a person's belief. You can help them in their beliefs. And I think that may be the conflict here, because though, you know, I feel like you have a sharp tongue, so you may tell people some things that may hurt their little egos, but that's not necessarily a bad thing, because sometimes it need to be hurt. Sometimes it need to be hurt so you can tell them, hey, this ain't right. What you've been doing all these years, it ain't the right way. But we can't always go about it that way. We have to at least be, you know, sensitive to other people. And I honestly feel like, though, just the fact that you could cut them, just the fact that you could get in their heads tells me how smart that you actually are, and you can use it to spread light to them. It also tells you that more than one person listens to you. Okay, you have a big effect on other people and their emotions. So I actually feel like you could help them more than hurt them. You have a lot more control than you realize. You may feel like you're not accepted, but you definitely are. You definitely have the protection of your ancestors as well. Even though you may feel stressed out, or that a lot of people come to you, or and this is also you turning people away as well, because there may be a lot of people that come to you or reach out to you for help, and you may be like, well, I'm going through enough already, so I don't even feel like dealing with what you got to tell me. But, you know, again, take this as your advantage in life, to bring people back to their unity, bring people back to their culture, or just allow them to know something that will actually help them manifest their way through life. Teaching the way, showing the way. And you also have a lot of love here. This is love from other people, love from your partner. You have a lot of love and support. So yes, you know, it may be a little bit off, you know, the hinges with the elders, but I honestly feel like you would be in their favor regardless. There's a lot of love for you, and I feel like you have a lot of mental intelligence. I don't even know what extravagant word I'm looking for, but that is the one I see for number 2. All right, so let's go to stone number 3. All right, let's see what we got here. Are you spiritually accepted? I feel like you're more so finding your way right now. So it's not really a question if you're accepted. I feel like you are finding your way through spirituality, and you still have a long way to go. So those of you who picked this one may be new into spirituality, or may still be stumbling through the cracks to figure out yourself. So a lot of times when that happens, you can have people who come in and easily move you in this direction or that direction, but you have to find the direction that really, really resonates with you, okay? Because I more so see people putting up a defense against you, and you may have to battle with people, but the important things is for you to get your facts together, get your knowledge together, okay? Dig deeper spiritually. I see a lot of things growing around you. There's a lot of growth spiritually, a lot of self-taught energy, to where you're going to learn a lot of things, all right? And it's because you're connected to everything that you have a long way to go, all right? So people's commitments to you may not be permanent. That may be friends, that may be relationships, and, you know, like I said, it could just be people around you. You know, one day they want to get into the cards that you're reading, or, you know, one day they want to see what you're talking about with the crystals. The next day they don't. The next day they're against you. So it's really important for you to be stable in your mentality and not let people rock your boat, okay? Be stable. And how you be stable is retaining the knowledge that you need. Retaining the knowledge that you need, getting more knowledge, being a seeker, so that you can become strong and wise. I actually see spirit guides surrounding you as well. You may be very well alone on your journey in a lot of ways, but you're not alone, okay? You may be alone on your journey, but we are never completely alone. Okay, I'm seeing a lot of spiritual awakenings here. And I also feel a lot of intuitive energy. Lots of intuitive energy. Take these opportunities for you to be balanced. You know, the people that you had in your past, they may not follow the same path. They may not follow the things that you want to do. They may question what you want to do. But again, it's important for you to know your knife, for you to have your weapon. And it's not a weapon, but I'm just saying, have that energy of that protection on you, which you do. Just learn what you need to learn. Don't worry about the other people. Because you may be a person that fights for what's right. And a lot of people don't want to be fighters, but there are people in the world that are meant to be the fighters. They are meant to fight for what's right. They are meant to wake up other minds, and you may be that person. So you may not always be accepted, but that doesn't mean you don't have a place in what you're doing, okay? If that makes sense. Like, you know, the person that we fight with may be the person that's actually trying to change our mentality. They may actually try to get us from, look, I'm pulling out this card and I didn't even show you guys, but as you can see, nobody is standing in the room with her, but she is very, very intelligent, very, very smart, knows the indigenous ways. You know, she's cutting down people who's coming in the room with her, but at the same time, you know, they may be afraid to come in the room. That could also be a thing too. You may have people who are intimidated by the fact that you're spiritual. Or not really wanting, or, you know, I'm all over the place, but like putting you down, or saying, oh my God, she may put a spell on me, or he may put a spell on me, yada, yada, yada. But at the end of the day, they want to be in your space. So they may fight you with something that's actually true. You could tell them over and over again, this will help you. If you just do this, if you just, you know, take this medicine bag, if you just do this, this will actually help you. And they're fighting against you because, no, that's not right. That's not what I believe in. And eventually, you know, they realize that it was something that you did that was helpful to them. You may slowly wake up other people, and that it may make them uncomfortable. So when you wake up other people, it may make them uncomfortable to where they want to separate themselves, but eventually they start coming back and saying thank you. All right, but you may not get that this lifetime. I don't know. Some people want to say thank you. Some people will just say, oh, I just learned something new, and they never tell you about it. But I feel that you will be that person, okay? So learn your knowledge. That's what I want to say for this one. Less about